Hello boys! Welcome back to my Super Mario Party blind playthrough. My name is Yoshi. I'm doing the Yoshi only playthrough of this, blind. In the last episode we left off on Watermelon Walkabout. You might notice something has changed. I'm going to actually explain. I got kind of panic mode at one point because these CPUs actually managed to get a 4-star lead on us. A 4-star lead. It was pretty crazy. They were getting a lot of rolls and whatnot. So we tried to get back some stars and we weren't able to get any. It just kind of went all crazy from there and yeah. Basically, we actually ended up losing the board. So this is my second attempt at this. If I would attempt to do this just for fun, because why not? Get the star steal. Ugh. That didn't happen the last time, but still. Yeah. Now, the game's still not being kind to us. They've been given a lot of coins, probably the most they've ever been given. We've been losing a little bit more mini games, though we still been doing a little bit more. They still have a lead on us. Nothing much has changed except that this is obviously a different game. They actually had a 4-star lead at us on one point, so I decided to redo the entire board, hoping for some better luck this time around. The game was just not being kind to us, man. We were getting like some of the worst lucks. It was not fun to deal with. Because of it, I'm kind of confused what to do now. I'm actually going to view the board, which is going to trigger Toad Tip. I don't care. I just want to... Yeah. So, we are supposed to be switching around spots right now, but currently that hasn't been really working well. I'm gonna just use normal block. I'm going to be doing this in such a way that I wanted Mario to get an ally, so we can each have our own allies. I think it's better than going for all allies. So we want to split up. So I figured out in this board we want to split up the very beginning. Have one person go to one island and another person go to a completely different island. Yeah. So yes, they both had an ally lead and another destructive lead. We got 2 bonus stars on them, but it didn't really matter. We pretty much ended up losing anyways. So we have a little bit of a better lead. I was able to use the stamp thing this time. Well, yeah, this is definitely a lot better considering now I got a golden pipe. So, the last time I did this game, I was able to get a couple of items, but we were getting super unlucky. We just kept on getting the golden pipe over and over again. Well, now it's definitely a lot better considering we just got 2 of the rarest items now in the entire game, the ally phones. Those are what you really want, I think, more than anything else, because the extra rolls for them just help out so much. If I can do that enough, I can eventually own the most allies. I need to get the most allies because it seems like that bonus star will come up very frequently. And if I don't get it, it's very hard, especially if the opposing team gets it. So, yeah. And we got through the entire area without getting hit. This is a pretty easy minigame for me to win, even with the very hard CPU. Because I know how to make it to the end, so... Yeah. We were getting pretty unlucky minigames, too, so they were getting a lot of coins. And every time we kept on trying to take down their coins, they just kept on bringing it back somehow. They just got super lucky. It was never fun to deal with. Okay. The ally phone definitely changes a couple things. I was originally going to place myself near the star, but because of the way the warp blocks have been going, I'm not so sure I should do that anymore. They're getting stars, but they aren't getting as lucky as before. They keep on having only one of them land on the star. And I'm thinking we either let Mario try to steal the star here with the golden pipe, which is... yeah, because at least based on the way the CPU plays, the golden pipe and this other item, the ally phone, the CPU will always use if they have them. I almost never see them not use them. So if I want to use the ally phone, I have to use it right away here. And we get Bowser Jr. The 9 will allow us to potentially go very far if we need it. That could be nice if we're going for the Sightseer bonus. Right now, I just want to stick with regular, though, for now. Okay, good. At least Mario's being smart this time. Since we have to split up on different islands, I think it would be a mission for me to stay on the upper right island and for Mario to stay on the left and hope for the best. Okay. And yes, I've been going for a lot of item spaces whenever possible, because the item space is clearly the best thing you can get. And I've also found like a new strategy here. I try, at least attempt to wait on this warp box character thing, this warp box thing. I wait to wait until it's on screen to land on it, so that way I can do our stuff. Another thing is they kept on landing on our own spaces too, so they kept on stealing coins. It was kind of rough over around. Stealing coins for people is very risky. Interesting, we got this one. The one where you want to go for all the golden spear. Oh wow, they sucked at that. Whatever first big pull I had gave me the win there. I thought I would get more than that though, but that's alright. I haven't played that minigame in a while either. I'm just too used to just getting all the team minigames. Because the minigames you get here are a mix between free-for-all and teams. Yeah. I got very tired, obviously, with doing this, so if I lose again, I've determined the ultimate plan, or at least the safest bet, is to not even bother going for the win, or whatever. What I'm saying is I'm probably gonna end up finishing the board off screen from now on, so you guys don't have to deal with pain, but you also could still see that I get the star. Yeah. Because I feel like it's just going to get so destructive. But at least now there's a small little bit of leeway here. They no longer have any coins. So we need to buy all the stars right now. Very quickly. To get a win here. But yeah. This is pretty much what happened. They got so many stars. It was crazy. They were getting extremely lucky, which trolls us because we were obviously getting bad luck if they were getting the good luck. And it also seems like the allies also improve your stomping power, so if you have 2 allies and you stomp on another player, you actually take free coins from them. That is, unless you also land on their space. So you can use a big roll to reduce someone else's coins. We have a lot more turns to deal with this with, and they'll be very at a disadvantage going into the final star area. Because they'll have to focus on doing our strats. Yes, I'm not sure if you know, but the Allies been using the bad blocks very poorly right now. They haven't been able to use the warp blocks. Neither Peach nor the opponents have been able to use it very well. I think what you're supposed to do with it is use it right as one of your friends gets the star. That's what your main intention is, doing that. So you can get a star like this, but I feel like they don't focus on that enough. I'll just get the star right now to remove it, because I have a different plan in mind this time. Instead of messing around, since they're not going to obviously use the block, I'm going to have to be ready to use the warp block right away. I have no idea what even triggers the CPU to use the warp block, because they've not been using it at all, which doesn't help. Yeah, so all of the allies here, each individual ally adds to your stomp rate. So you steal 2 coins instead of 1 from an opponent if you do that. I'll probably end up warping here, unless, never mind, she's going to the same exact island. That's actually very good for me, because our opponents are nowhere close to it. We don't want our opponents to be close to it, at least for a while. And I went for the Bowser Jr. block there because I wanted to see if Mario could catch up. Okay, so we have to punch the green trains. This is weird. Okay. So this one seems like a really easy one to win, even if you don't have the ally advantage. But right now, the ally advantage is at even. Yeah, so the ally advantage is actually a lot more important. Like, having allies is very important. That's what I learned, at least. Yeah, we started actually pretty behind in the allies, too, but now that we have an ally phone and more coins, we can definitely make use of this. They're going full green mode. Too bad it's not gonna matter except for Sightseer bonus. That's another thing. They kept on getting all the big rolls. They kept on getting all of that, so they like destroyed the Sightseer bonus, and that was one of the bonus stars. They ended up, I believe, getting 2 bonus stars overall to R2. That's probably why it's that's why I say, I'm not sure if I said it before, but it's very important that you're able to get your ally bonus or whatever. It's very important that you get that, because if you aren't able to get that, it becomes very bad. Wow. So he failed his block, and I got a 1, so I didn't do any better. See, look at that! This is why I said I'm going to be attempting to time this a little bit differently, because right there you saw I actually got a good block item. I didn't get the warp blocks this time, I actually got the golden pipe, which is cool. Now Mario can warp next to this. If we get a decent row, we'll be able to get it. Oh wow. Full motion. Full speedrun as well. I like this game. Whoa! I can't tilt too far, it seems like. I don't mind Mario winning. It's better than nothing. Okay. So Mario won that time. I like how Yoshi still pouts even though our team clearly won. Yeah, that particular animation of Yoshi's, I believe, was originally introduced at Mario Party 4. It looks like he's having a baby temper tantrum. It's pretty interesting, I will say that much. I think I'm gonna go for the Bowser Jr. dice block. The main reason being, even if I get the 1, I can get a 2 or 3. And if I get those, I will end up getting a star. Mario could potentially carry my row. You see, these rolls are the main reason why they were getting the Sightseer bonus. They kept on getting those darn 10s, so they kept on getting so much stuff. Thankfully, we're nowhere near them, so they can't steal coins anymore. Dizziness. I like how that new effect was added whenever you go around in a circle in a particular route that you get dizzy. But that doesn't always happen. If you take a more straightforward path, it won't happen. Okay, so now no matter what, Mario will end up using an item, because the golden pipe is instant use. Unless he also wants to use the Arthane. But for now, I'm going to focus on going for Bowser Jr. block again. Wow, he decided not to use anything that time. That's not too bad, but it definitely could have been better. 2, 1. I got the star. Cool. I need to keep on getting these stars. Well, if he's not going to remove it, then I will probably end up using it as soon as possible. We are starting to rack up the stars now. I feel like it's better to get them early than to wait. Because potentially when we get the next star, it could be a double-double one. And both of us landing on the star during the last 3 turns means that's 4 stars in 1 turn, potentially. Cool, we're going for something different. So he's pretty much going for straight up gain bane while I'm going for stars here. So I might end up warping here depending on what happens. I could warp to that, but in order to warp there correctly, I'll have to wait on Mario to do it first for me. So won't be able to use that quite immediately. Yeah. I think at one point we had 3 warp boxes. That's the main reason. Now see here, this is a MASH minigame. I wish the biking minigame was like this minigame.
2, 1.
It doesn't help that I keep accidentally taking a picture. This button on the frame for capturing the picture is literally right next to a button I need to mash. So I almost always end up hitting it accidentally. Just because of fat fingering the button. It doesn't matter, obviously. Yeah. We straight up been ponying their coins because if they don't get any coins in this, they fall at a big disadvantage. You need both coins and stars. Donkey on changing up the strategy a little bit. Daisy. Oh wow, it actually tells you how many points it is before you can land on the star space, which is really cool, in my opinion. So it tells you the exact roll you need to get to the star. That's pretty interesting. I completely forgot about that. Now they won't necessarily go for the star unless they... Okay, board... types of sync are connected. Yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna see if Mario warps. He might end up using the golden pipe. I'm gonna change this time, though. Back to Leguer so we can get a roll going. Oh, he's using something this time. We have action, boys. We have some action. It's going to be the golden pipe. That's going to place him exactly 3 away from the star. Potentially overshot it. I don't think Mario's getting this. Let's see. Yeah, he missed it. But he is able to still stomp on the allies a little bit. See if I can get to this island just to make things interesting. I am able to go there. So let's go ahead and land on this just to activate the event space thing in case we need to go for that. And then I'll just end up warping instantly anyways. I was normally going to go for a warp block, but... oh well. That's fine. We stole some coins from him as well. This one again. Isn't this the time minigame? Yes, and in a different episode, I actually ended up winning this minigame. I actually got the 5. It was because Mario was able to do a lot more of the work now. Gonna try to do a little sneak move here. Cool, it worked. We actually got lucky. Cool. That 5th one is basically what determines the winner. If you get only 4, you'll tie all the time, but this time we were able to get 5. A lot of that depends on the CPU RNG. There was a couple of times where Mario was doing nothing, but I think I kind of understand how it works now, and also I was kind of getting better luck now, so yeah. So this is good. They do not have the coins to get the star. As long as they do not have the coins to get the star, they'll never go for it directly. Once they get the coins for a star, things get pretty serious. And also, star's in a pretty trolly spot, so getting it 2 times would be very difficult. Wow, no one's crossed the Blooper Bridge yet. That's pretty interesting. Also, we finally got an item. Yes, so I did figure this out. Only the team in that's in last place can get this item, and it's completely random. Fortunately, we didn't get the item we wanted, but I think that's fine. We probably won't use the Golden Dash Mushroom, because we're not far away really at all. And... okay. Oh yeah, I forgot there's still allies. We could still go for those if we choose to. So I could still delay another turn. It depends. Where in the world is Peach going? Yeah, I don't actually seem as interested in a star anymore. Mario will probably end up just going for it anyways. And since they're not getting it, I figure I'd rather go for this ally first. So what should I do to get that? Probably use this. And just hope to get lucky. Okay, not needed. We got all we need. That could potentially mean getting a shop. I'd love to see the shop in teams. I have not landed here with teams yet. This could be really good, depending on what's here. This particular excavation space we did not land on the last time. So Rosalina has been collected. Where in the world did my other ally go? Aren't I supposed to have a Luigi character? Cool, let's get this. I'm gonna place this with the warp block. We need this more than anything else. Because warp blocks is one of the worst items in the game. Okay. So yeah, this shop hasn't been removed. It's still in the game. Cool, Mario actually ended up getting a star there. So if we are able to play this really well, we can end up getting several stars here. The comeback is starting. All we need is one more set of stars and we will have this in the bag finally. We have a good advantage because we have both the rich bonus and the minigame bonus just based on the way I've been tracking it. I still think they have the sightseer bonus though, because they started this round with, I believe, 21s and whatnot, so one of them definitely got that, but that's only 1 star in their favor. Okay, well this couldn't be more perfect. Toadette decided to spawn right on the island I was camping on. Going on to different islands actually paid off this time. Yeah, my idea was to pretty much stay on a different island and wait for different character to play. I like this game a lot, it's just it can be a little bit tricky. Let's see what we're going for. Let's see, so we want it to be as close to the eyelash as possible. That's the face we're trying to make. So that looks correct for my standard, but now it's up to Mario to place it down. Unfortunately, Mario was pretty bad. I think I was actually a little bit off as well. It's kind of tricky to know where to place it, because, yeah. Yes, this seems a lot of RNG, too, because Mario will place it in a completely random spot. So that looked correct for my angle, but... Okay, that looks correct from my angle. Well, that definitely looks better than theirs, but we'll see what we get. Again, we barely won. Most of the percent loss was from Mario there. Though I did lose a little bit at the beginning, but Spire did pretty well. This will be a lot more trickier when you actually have teams, because if you coordinate it correctly, you can actually get 100%. I've never seen 100%, or even I think over 90, I believe. At least with the CPUs playing the game. Okay. So, this is pretty good. None of the opponents are near allies, and they don't have any items left, and no ability to steal the stars. So, whatever advantage they had is gone, and they just got a 0, so that's not going to help them out much. Sure, Peach gets the ally bonus, but that's still not enough for her, so it looks like they're going to go for some items and try to change everything up. Still not going to help them enough. Unless they get like a warping item, they're not going to get anything unless they get some coins out of it. Okay, so I'm going to actually use an item. And I'm going to go for... I don't like this, but... Yeah, just to be a little bit more interesting, I'm going to do this to get... I'm still going to use this, but I'm going to go for Rosarina's block so I could potentially get coins out of it. This is my first time using this dice box, so I thought it would be a little bit different. Fortunately, Mario's still kind of being dumb. Don't know when he's going to decide to use the golden pipe, but it's fine. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's actually the star right there. Cool, I got it. That's cool. We can potentially get another star now. I'm telling you, man, the comeback is starting. has already started. We are continuing to rack up the stars. This is what I was trying to do earlier, but I didn't get, I believe, any stars except, like, more. So, whatever star collection the opponent team had kind of just ends. They will get an opportunity to get a star, but that's only one star in their name. And now that we have a golden pipe this time, we'll at least get a chance at this next star. And if they miss it again, it's going to be really cool. And yeah. I think the main reason the bad luck space is so rare, by the way, in this, is because there are spaces too. If you keep on landing on a star space and items, you'll never end up seeing the bad luck space. The bad luck space definitely seems rare. I probably shouldn't have said that, because now it's going to pop up. That's good enough for me. I think I can decide enough that I will use the golden mushroom. Yes, if you had... Now, I'm pretty sure if you had actual teammate humans with you, it would be a lot better. Okay, so now there's a couple of things I can go for. If I go through and sneak out Waluigi, I will get the minigame star and whatnot. Oh yeah, right, I forgot. We can pick up extra spots. 1, 2... This is really interesting game. Cool, I collected all of them. I forgot about the shock thing. The shock thing's actually kind of tricky now that I think of it. I think it's better to just go for points here, since we already have so many of them. Come on, sneak in one at the end. Nice. Okay, we won. That was simple enough to win. Yes, the ally advantage has been going back and forth, but now that I know that the ally bonus is a very common bonus, I do want to actually collect an ally here. My plan is to use the golden pipe on this island to go for Waluigi. Since the CPU don't have any good items, they shouldn't get the star. They would need a high roll to get it, and even then, Peach is obviously not going to get it, so it's up to Donkey Kong to get it, and I don't think he has the item. Especially if Peach uses that right there. That's a silly move for her. Personally, I would have used it on Donkey Kong if I had a choice. But yeah. So I'm pretty sure the CPU was just getting disturbingly lucky at one point, because this time it's going a lot more better. Sure, we still had that bad start, but it kind of evened out a little bit. Yeah, Peaches pretty much decided to give up there, landing on a normal space. They both missed the bad luck square. Let's change over to Yoshi's block, because I like using that quite a bit. Item. Yeah, this is very important. I need to remember to use this correctly. Golden pipe. Since they're probably not... Now, if Mario was smart, he would use his warp block right here, and we could potentially get 4 stars in one turn. And I am 1 and 3 away from the star, so I do not want an even amount. Ma was using an item, but it was not the one I was hoping for, unfortunately. That's still not too bad. He could focus on stealing coins now, and that's a perfect role for me. Cool, my plan is gonna work. So I'm going to be able to get this character right here, and then let's see. 1, 4, 3, 2... Cool, I got the star. Okay. That is very cool. So now we have won the board. Perfect. I wish we could have gotten this lucky before, and now that we have more allies as well, That means I will now have the roaming ally bonus. It was partly because of all the bad rolls in the last episode that I wasn't able to get much. Okay. So, this definitely changed quite a bit. 3 sets of stars in the... last 3 turns is very good. That's a total of 6 stars in 3 turns. We definitely shot up there. The CPU chied a lot. It still chied very hard, but this time we were able to get better items. And I wasn't kidding when I said I was getting a lot of warp blocks. I had 3 warp blocks at one point. Every single time we got an item, it was either a bad item or a warp block. But then, of course, now we get 2 ally phones. Now we got 2 ally phones. This is definitely really good. Okay. This is one of the worst mini-games, in my opinion. Well, actually, it's pretty cool if you decide to go for Elected, but... Mario's pretty bad at it for the most part. I think I was swirling it the wrong way, that's why it's not swirling it correctly. So, I guess the way you see how you won is based on potentially the cloud position. It seems like we're higher, so we were able to win that time. Cool. A lot of it is based on how Mario plays. This time Mario played a little bit better there, so we were able to win that time. But it was pretty close. What's funny is even after all of that, we could still lose, but I'm pretty sure this time we are winning. Okay, let's check the bonus. It seems like minigame bonus or the rich bonus is guaranteed now, which is a 2-star win for anybody who gets it. And we obviously got because we are really good at the minigames. Stompy bonus. Interesting. I haven't seen this one yet. The player who stomped on rivals the most. I'm gonna say it's them. But we also got a little bit. So I have no clue, really. Mario. Oh, yeah. I figured that, actually. I didn't really do much stomping, but I know Mario sure stomped on him. Ally bonus. Cool. Also, we ended up getting all the bonus stars, thanks to Mario. Wow. So this just went from being very bad to now being a very good score record, potentially. At least on this board. Let's see what this is. This could be a new record for how many stars were collected overall. Let's see. We finished with 14 stars and 127 coins. It is definitely a lot better than what I thought, and it might be the best overall that anybody has ever played on this board. Wow, look at the graph. We started pretty lowly in the first few turns, and then after around turn 17, we just shot straight up. That was ridiculous. Okay, let's see how many we actually won. We won the item star, we won all of those. Most allies, Sightseer, Peach won that, but we didn't even have that happen. Also, I got very close to her this time. I was 5 spaces away from winning that. Overall tie for the event spaces in favor of them. Stomp rivals, and yeah, so Mario won that one, and yeah, that's about it. So unless someone else posts us a different video, this is a score record, at least for the 20-turn version of Watermelon Walkabout on Partner Party. 14 stars and 127 coins. It's definitely by far the best I've ever done. I'm not sure if anybody has done better than that, but yeah. That was just pretty much based on the fact that we got all of the bonus stars this time, and we were able to get 6 stars in the last few turns, whereas in last turns we weren't able to do that. Now we can actually move on for once. Of course, this time around it's going to be a little bit different, so yeah, Tantalizing Tower Toys is where we're going next. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and see you in the next video where we'll be attempting to finish Partner Party and claim the gem. And as I figured out, you do not need to win the boards in order to continue on to the next board. But if you're going for like a different speed run, then you are required to win boards. I do this based off of the speed run of the game because you're required to win all boards to continue on at least. Okay, so leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll be going on Tantalizing Tower Toys next. A gleaming board where everything goes. Your team art will be put to the test. Until then, leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.